Hey guys, how are you doing? In this video, I'm going to show you how to take over an unclaimed Amazon S3 bucket. So this is a kind of a subdomain takeover that allows an attacker to host his contents on the victim's subdomain. First of all, let's see what subdomain takeover what subdomain takeover is. A subdomain takeover occurs when an attacker gains control over a target subdomain. That is when an attacker can control the target subdomain. For example, let's say we are having a domain that is called, let's say example.com. So one of its subdomain may be test.example.com. So when an attacker can host his content on test.example.com, that's what we call subdomain takeover. That is, he can upload his index.html or index.php or something like that. So this is a kind of high severity bug, and hackers are getting like 4-digit bounty for this kind of bug, maybe $1,000, $2,800, something like that. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to claim unclaimed Amazon S3 buckets. So you can check for vulnerable services from Can I Takeover XYZ by Ed Overflow on GitHub to check whether if service is vulnerable or not. So as you can see from the page, Amazon S3 bucket is vulnerable. Let's check S3 bucket, S3 AWS bucket, S3 bucket, or AWS3. You can see it here, AWS/S3. The specified bucket does not exist. So whenever you find an error page similar to this thing, for not found, code not such a bucket, the specified bucket does not exist. So you can try taking over that subdomain, and you may earn a huge amount of money with that by doing that. So let's try to claim this one. This is a subdomain of one of the public bug bounty programs, VDP, vulnerability disclosure programs on HackerOne. You can find it here, hackerone.com/AIG. So as you can see, subdomains all.aig.co.gp is in scope, but it's ineligible for bounty because they are not paying bounty for this kind this program. So let's try taking over that subdomain. So first of all, what we need to do is to go to this S3 console, create an account with AWS console. They are going to be charging, they will charge you like I think $1 to make sure that your credit card is valid. So after that, they will not charge you anything. That's a free trial. You will try it for 1 year. I think they will give you free trial for 1 year. So after that, go to buckets, S3 buckets, then click on create bucket. So on this the first field, which is bucket name, you're going to be copying the bucket name from the vulnerable subdomain. So after copying it, then come and paste it here, and then select the zone, which is the region where the initial subdomain is hosted. So for you to know this, you can check using dig in your terminal. From your terminal, you can write dig, then the subdomain, then check. As you can see, we get EU, that's Europe with 2. So you can copy it from here, or you can just memorize it so that you can use it here. EU. There are a lot of regions. So for this case, we're going to be using this EU. Then the next thing is uncheck this check. So after that, then check this one, acknowledge that the current settings might result in this bucket and also becoming public, because we want this bucket to become public, because we want to be hosting a public content as our POC, proof of concept. We are going to be hosting let's say index.html and paste our code there. Then after that, then click on create bucket. As you can see, the bucket is already created now. So the next thing to do now, is to click on the subdomain from here on the on the S3 bucket. Then click on this upload. But first of all, let's make our POC. Now let me open VS Code to make our index.html. VS Code, Visual Studio Code is a text editor. I know you know it. So as you can see here is the previous one I've used. So I don't need to create a new one. So I can save the file as index.html. I've save it on my desktop. So now I will click on upload. After that, click on add files, then select the file, which is index.html. Open. Then after that, then click on upload. So it may take like 20 minutes or something similar to 20 seconds. Then after that, click on close. Now the next thing to do is to click on permission. Then go to bucket policy. We are going to be generating our bucket policy now. So copy your bucket ARN, then click on this policy generator. Then from here, select S3 bucket policy here. Then here, write asterisk star. Then action, select get object. Then paste your copied Amazon S3 as ARN. Then add /*. Then click add statement, generate policy. So now we copy the policy, the generated policy, then go to the previous place, then paste your policy here and click on save changes. The next thing to do after this one, then that's the final step I think, is to click on properties, then go to the last option, then edit, then enable static website editing. So as you can remember, we've already uploaded our index.html. So now let's just set the main page as index.html, the arrow page as index.html to index.html, so that when somebody makes an arrow, HTML, then click on save changes. So I think we are good to go now. Let's recheck the subdomain. As you can see, I'm able to take over this subdomain successfully. This is as easy as that. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to click on subscribe and click on the bell icon in order for you to get notified whenever I upload a video on my YouTube channel. Thank you.